Welcome to the Wolfden Wrestling Podcast, Episode 2, where you have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it with our rumor roundup. First rumor is Batista could be replacing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 33. Now, with this rumor, I don't think it's possible in a way, because Batista's more so into movies now. Plus, he left the WWE a couple years back after the Evolution thing, so I don't think this is going to happen, but if it happens, it happens. I don't think it'd be quite as interesting match as a Seth Rollins and Triple H match would be, but that's just my opinion. Moving on, Tamina Snuka could be heading to SmackDown Live once she returns, so I think it'd be great. I mean, Tamina joining back with the SmackDown brand, joining with Naomi and all them would be awesome. So I can't really say much about that. However, I do kind of wish that it would have been on Raw because I would love to see a Tamina and Nia Jax angle going on. Samoa Joe could be moving to SmackDown. Samoa Joe, as you already know, attacked Seth Rollins on the last Monday Night Raw, and he was pretty much causing Seth Rollins to be out on injury. So it could be possible that he could be moving to SmackDown. This is just a rumor. I don't know for sure. But I don't think that he should have to move to SmackDown personally. I honestly think that it was just an accident. But who knows? Moving on, Hideo Itami could be returning to NXT or debuting on the main roster very soon. Hideo Itami has been out again with an injury, so he could be returning back to the NXT ring or on the main roster very shortly, which I think would be great because Hideo Itami is one of the greatest stars not TNA, but NXT has produced. Number 5, Lady Tapa could be joining WWE. Lady Tapa, former TNA Knockout, has been had a WWE tryout, and I guess that she could be very much interested in signing with the WWE. And it says that WWE could possibly be interested in signing her as well. I personally would love to see Lady Tapa come into the WWE and have some feuds with the likes of Nia Jax, Tamina, Natalya, and etc. And the last piece of rumor roundup we have for you in this episode is Vince McMahon could be interested in signing TNA superstar Eli Drake. Now, obviously, Eli Drake is currently signed to TNA, as I just stated, but it is very much possible because Eli Drake could have a contract expiring very shortly. I don't know exactly if that's true or not, but Eli Drake is definitely one of them wrestlers that has a lot of charisma and has a lot of potential in wrestling. But I just hope that WWE treats him the way that he deserves because he is a fantastic professional wrestler. Now let's move on to our news. So the first piece of news is obviously, as I already kind of talked about, Samoa Joe main roster debut. It was absolutely unexpected by me. I honestly did not expect him to attack Seth Rollins the way he did, but he did, and it caused him to have an injury, which, I mean, it could have been an accident, but who knows. But I think altogether, Samoa Joe debuting on the main roster was great. Number 3, because number 2 was Seth Rollins being injured, is an unknown opponent for Triple H at WrestleMania 33. They have actually confirmed that the rumor about Batista being Triple H's opponent at WrestleMania 33 is incorrect. But they did say that it will not be Batista, like I just said. But it is very much unknown on who will be taking on Triple H at WrestleMania 33. Will it be still Seth Rollins, or will it be someone totally different? Now, personally, I would have loved to see Seth Rollins versus Triple H, but it's going to be interesting to see if Seth can come back in time to make it to Mania. Moving on to number 4, Dana Warrior, the widow of Ultimate Warrior, signed a multi-year deal with the WWE as an ambassador. So this is news because of the fact that she is pretty much a huge part of the Hall of Fame in a way with the Warrior Award. So that could be why they signed her. But who knows? I think honestly that's the reason. But it would be great to see her around more. Number 5, the Rock and Roll Express in the WWE Hall of Fame. Now this one actually kind of surprised me because they recently actually just was on TNA Wrestling not long ago in the Apocalypto match with the Hardy Boys. But I mean, I guess that because they were only guests, it really doesn't matter. But I mean, I think it's great for them. I mean, I think they're well deserved to be in the Hall of Fame, and that's pretty much all I can really say about them. Number 6, Rusev's broken nose is actually a real thing. Rusev actually does have a real broken nose. It happened when Kofi Kingston was doing a crossbody to him, and he actually landed wrong, and he landed exactly on his face, crushing and breaking his nose in the process. So Rusev actually having a broken nose was legit. And number 7, the final piece of news that we have for you today is Asuka is now the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion, which is a kind of a little bit of old news, but it's quite a huge accomplishment because she held it and she has not yet been defeated at all over a year, and I think that stands out because she is a dominant female athlete, and I think she's going to make her mark in the WWE if she hasn't already. And I can't wait to see her move on to the main roster. But with that said, I think we are going to end this out. I'm hoping and praying very soon to have a guest for you guys. But as of right now, I don't have one listed, but I will give you guys updates if I do. But as of next week will be another rumor roundup and news right now. But I'll be working really, really hard to try to get a guest in doing these videos too. But as for right now, have a great day, peace, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I'll see you guys all next Tuesday for the new Wolfden Wrestling Podcast.